Hello, the game has started and it's me to go first. I have an unbalanced rack and just the one vowel, the U. Thinking about playing yum. Muley is no good. Munty. Okay, I think I'll go with this and hopefully draw some vowels. Well, no vowels drawn, so in a bit of a poor situation now. Might have to change actually. Through an I would have had glitz, but no I available. Opponent yet to make his first move here. Tig, hardly worth doing for 10 points and that rack leave. Tongue is good, but 5 points again, pretty poor. Let's see what opponent does. Varan, okay. Keeps the board tight. Yeah, not seeing anything great, so I will exchange and keep the S, the T and the Z. That's a bit better. I can work with this. Varan takes an S. I have cos on the rack and cos. Ya takes an R and a P. Neither of which I have. Okay, opponent keeps the board tight. So I could play coses here and yaps for 41. That looks alright. I don't have a D for faggoted. Opponent likely to play in row 12 underneath coses. It represents a decent scoring spot. If opponent doesn't take that spot, I probably will. No, he does take it. So got Goaf. for 39. That looks fine. Not bad. I've got a duplicate T, but the rest of the rack not too far off a bingo. Okay, I've got tangle and git. Nothing to play under the Q, so I think tangle it is, unless there's a 6-letter play beginning with a G. I don't think gantlet is good. Oh, it is. It rang a bell, but I just hadn't seen it in a while. So that was a welcome surprise. Opponent plays Goji and provides a hotspot under the J. Now, is there a bingo here? Poleman? I don't believe that's a thing. Now, the I is a useful floater. Wow, this looks very close to something with the I. Lemon pie. Not quite, no. Neg. Doesn't take anything I've got. So what about Mon for 34? Yeah, I'm going with this. Okay, not too bad. Some flexibility here. But no bingo jumping out. So useful lane for bingos in the bottom, row 14. There's still some scoring potential underneath Mon here. Almost have Petaline, not for a bingo, but I would need an A for that. Yes, opponent does bingo and takes the lead. I've got tile here to draw level. 5 I's to come and only 4 E's, so I want to avoid duplicating the I's. Yeah, I'm going with this. Oh, tile. Okay, so scores are more or less level with opponent on turn. 1 blank to come. Opponents utilised the first one for that bingo. Got O here for a decent score. 20. Oh, I don't. EY no good. just play woe for 24. So, yeah, wondering what to do here. There's few vowels, too many. Power. Bingos ending in C. There are a few of those, IC. But I suspect you'd probably need the blank to assist with that one. Wow, opponent could be pretty close. I don't want to be opening up any lanes unnecessarily. So I'll go with woe for 24. Okay, vowel heavy. Again. Poudre. Is that poudre for 30? That's harder to hook on to. There are bingos ending in O or U, but not a plethora of them compared to ones ending in E and A. Opponent was close to a bingo as expected and takes the lead there. So what to do? Looking at parallel plays, none are jumping out. Could play hex, but opponent could just dump an S next to XI. Exact might be my only chance of winning this one. Let's go with Wex. 35. If opponent has an S, I'm in trouble here. If he doesn't, well, exiled. 28. But I had to score. I was just too far behind. Furanoses, wow. Okay, opponent has won this game. Hallowed here for 42. He's probably got... Oh, there's nothing there. I don't think I'll score more than 42. Still about 37 behind, so the game is lost. but just by how much. I can keep the losing margin as small as possible. Cal is good. And Hick 37, not a bad score. That wasn't going to remain available, so Allard is good. Opponent will likely play up there. Clod is good, but not much I can do with the C by way of dual direction. So just CH, I guess. 39. And yeah, opponent on turn. Opponent likely to go out first. Undid, but not undin. Baloo, I think, might be good. Possibly not. In Dune, possibly onto an E. Wexed is good, but the DT combo doesn't look hopeful. Opponent will look to go out with IO somewhere. Yeah, he's got IO up there. Now I've got Ned. He goes out with IO at the top anyway, or OI. So there's no getting around that one. It's 20. Yeah, I've got to do this. Yeah, and then EO at the top left. Yep, so there we go. Opponent wins that one, 451 to 423. Let's have a look at what we missed. So Musty, I did see that, but I didn't want to play it. I thought keep the S and hold out for a bingo. Actually, Lim looks quite nice. Not a bad rack leave, STUN. So yeah, maybe Musty was better, but I just went with the what did I go with? Yum. It was only 18 equity. Anyway, opponent then has Varan and exchange was fine here. Opponent's got 37 point play. Pekoa goes with peak. Board tightening up, so Cozes for 41 was best. And then Boar for 31. That looks fine for opponent. Go for 39 was best here by a bit of a margin. And opponent's got a 25-point play, dumping the Q. Gantlet for 82 was best here. And Goji for 28, opponent gets down. Now, I thought the I yielded a bingo, but Pemo line, not one that I've seen. So, wouldn't have spotted it anyway. Pemo line, that does look nice. 78, so that was a miss. Now, opponent's got a great rack here with a choice of different bingos to choose from. Daytime for 91 and takes a good lead. So Tile for 21 looks fine. Teal suggested. Better rack leave, but I did see the plethora of eyes to come and I didn't want to duplicate the eyes. Opponent Val heavy here and plays off just the eye. That's interesting. Let's have a look at that rack again. He plays off just the eye. Ah, so he's got anuretic onto the C if he draws an N. Three N's to come. Yeah, not sure why he just played off the one eye. Maybe he wanted me to make the opening on the board rather than him. Woe for 24 looks fine. Vol for 14. And now I've got Poudre for 30 or Eperdu for 30, so at least it was the highest score. And then opponent's got a great rack here, Sitters for 73. And now I'm behind by about 50 points, so I needed to bridge the gap. And I went for a bit of a volatile play considering the S and the blank was still unseen. So although Wexay scored most, if opponent had the S or the blank, which he actually had both of, yeah, that could have been... Well, he landed up bingoing anyway there, so very nice find. Furanoses. And now hard to get back into the game at this stage. Heled for 42 was best. And now opponent's got some flexibility, a bit of a lead. No real bingo potential for me when he looks at the remaining tiles. Especially on this board. And one tile in the bag, so he goes with Bal because he probably identified a decent score for me, which was Hick, so good to block that one. And then CH was best, 39. Chid was 32, but I possibly could have gone out, maybe not on this board, with none. Don't think so. Nuna? No. Anyway, the game was lost, I think, at the stage. Opponent was likely to go out first, which he plays air for 10. And then, oh, look at that. Induna onto the A. Wow. Induna for 15. Still wouldn't have won though, but I would have gone out first and narrowed the margin. So Induna was a miss. Nid did score more, but it gave opponent that extra turn to go out with EO. So that was the end of the game. Hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I'll see you next time.